Hi to everyone. We are with Thomas Johansson, the manager director of the APT Padel Tour. Hi Thomas.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. It's a special day today. We are in Sweden and there is a lot of things for the future. And first, before to talk about the future, we will talk about Sweden, Portugal, a lot of tournaments. Is it possible to make now a result about that?
Well, it's been a tough time. I can say that it's been very difficult to organize events during this pandemic time. We managed to organize 3 events in Portugal, which was very good. I mean, Portugal is a country where everybody knows about paddle. And we also had to find countries where all our players could travel to. So Portugal for me was a big success. It was big interest for both the paddle and for our tour. And of course I'm very happy now with with being here in Sweden because it's my home country. And to be here in Kungsbacka, in Hede PadelCenter, I think this is one of the nicest indoor facilities in the world.
It's like a dream. I know you make a lot of trips in the world. When we see a center like that, our wishes is to see that everywhere. No, no, it's like a pilot for.
I think that this Padel Center, the Hede PadelCenter, is the nicest indoor Padel Center in Sweden, I have to say. I know that it has been a lot of people traveling here to see how it's been constructed, because they've been very smart with the formation of the courts, with the offices, with the shop and everything. So I'm very happy that we have 3 events here. So it would have been more fun, of course, to have full house. But since the pandemic is in Sweden as well, we have to be careful.
Be careful, but you are working a lot and you think a lot about the future. And I would like to talk about that with you. What is the new things maybe for next year?
Well, for next year, the big thing for APT Padel Tour is that we will have the biggest prize money increase in the history of our tour. So I'm extremely happy and proud over the work that we have done as a team, together with our sponsors, that we will have, especially I would say in the open category, that is now a total prize money of 35,000 euros. It will increase with 300% for 300% for next year. So that is the biggest, I would say, prize money increase in our 3 different level of tournaments, because we have open events, we have a master event, and we have the grandmaster event. But the biggest increase is going to be in the open, which is a 300% increase, it's amazing, and it's going to help a lot of players.
For each category? For each category?
No, like I said, the biggest increase is the open category.
The open.
Yeah, because that is, I would say, is a 300% increase.
Yeah.
I would say the master category would be almost 100, and the grandmaster it would be around 50% increase. So we're talking about a grandmaster here, which is going to be the biggest event on our tour, with a total prize money of 150,000 euros. So it's a lot of money. And like I said, I'm very, very happy to present this for 2022.
It's a huge news for a lot of players. We talk a lot of players, not the top one, because there are always in final or semi-final. But we spoke a lot of times about the players, the first round, and you will bring something more too for them?
Well, the goal for me and for my team is to try to make a little bit of a copy-paste of the tennis, which means that I want the players to have, for example, free accommodation. I want them to have, free meals during the events. I also want to have a bigger amount of prize money in the first round in the main draw, but we're also looking for 2022 to even have prize money in the last round of qualis. So that is going to help, I think, the players a lot, because then they can, I would say, take a chance to go maybe on a longer trip, and even if they lose last round of qualis, they can still make some money. So that's how I want to try to help all the players in the world.
We are talking to the other players in Previa. For example, this week we could see there is a lot of players with a huge level.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's expensive for them, And for them too, maybe food, a lot of things will be free to, yes? It's what you are saying too?
Yes, I want to help as many players as I can,
Yeah.
Because I see that, padel is still, it's a very small sport,
Yeah.
but it's growing rapidly. I have never seen a sport that grows this fast. So, and that's why I think sometimes it has gone too fast, and since my history is from the tennis, I want to take the best things from the tennis and try to apply on the APT Padel Tour. So, and I think we need time. We have been here for 1.5 years. I would say, for me, we've been here for 7 months, So, because last year we only had 2 events, and then everything shut down because of the pandemic. So for me, I think we have been here intensively for 7 months, and I'm very happy and proud over the work that we have done. But like I said, give us a little bit of time.
Thomas, we talk about the guys, the men, but I'm sure there is a lot of things for the girls too. No?
Yes, it is, and this is something that I'm very focused on. I want to have more women playing our tour. This year it's been a little bit difficult to get the right amount of teams entering our tournaments. But I was very happy to see that we had a female tournament in Lisbon with a lot of teams actually entering. Next week here we will have a female event here as well in Hede PadelCenter. But I think I need also to try to, how should I say, crack the code a little bit, because when I go to all the padel centers around the world and padel courts, I see a lot of women playing. But then when it comes to competitive padel, it's a big difference between men and women. And this is something that I've been thinking about. I think I might have a solution for 2022. I've been talking to my wife a lot because she loves padel, she plays a lot. So because I want more female input, why more guys, let's say, are entering the tournaments and less girls are entering the tournament. But if you go to a padel club, it's 50-50. So like I said, I have a solution. Might not happen 2022, but let's see, If we get more women to the tour, we will increase not only the prize money more, we will also increase the amount of tournaments. So, like I said, I was working as a tennis coach on the WTA tour in tennis, and I know how important women are for our sport. So that's why it's very close to my heart to try to have as many teams in the women as in the men.
It's maybe my opinion, and maybe I did a mistake. Okay, but like I make many trips too.
Yeah.
You are right. Of course, there is a lot of women play padel, but it's not. But it's more. I don't see a lot of competitive girls in general. It's not a problem. APT problems. It's not. I don't know, a French problem, because we have a problem too in France. During the tournament, we have a problem. There is not a lot of girls. So you talk about solution, but what is this solution to bring them to the competitions?
Yeah, I think one of the solutions that I've been thinking about is that after many talks with my wife and her friends, is that when it's social paddle, it's a lot of fun. It's relaxed, you know. When you come to competitive paddle, it's pressure.
Yeah.
And you get sometimes a little bit nervous. My idea is maybe to create a round robin, which means that all the female teams that are entering our tournament, they know that they have at least 2 matches, maybe even 3 matches. Then this competitiveness is not so much pressure, you know, because then they can go, they can play at least 2-3 matches. And then it's not so scary to go and you lose 6-1, 6-1 and you have to go back home. So for me, this could be a solution for 2022.
So your idea is little bit like a paddle or tennis master.
Yes.
Finally,
Yes.
You are in a group. You have 4 groups.
Yes.
And you are sure she could play 2 times.
Yes.
And okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Idea.
Let's see if I'm right or wrong.
Okay, but I don't know if we saw that before for a normal tournament. But
no, but it's like you know, APT Padel Tour. We want to be different.
Yeah.
And this is something that is very important to mention, is that we want to go our own way. Okay, we will make different things than has been done in paddle before. Maybe in 1 or 2 years you will see things that you've never seen in paddle. So let's see.
Thank you very much, Thomas. We will continue this interview about the future, the tournament. Alors, maybe we can start by next month and this year. What is the next tournament? And maybe we could try to talk about next year too. Do you have some tournaments?
Yes, so the original idea after Sweden was to go back to South America, to actually go back to Argentina and play 2 events there. Now the current COVID situation in Argentina is very, very bad. The borders are pretty much closed. So we have to try to find solutions. My idea is still that I want to have at least 1 tournament in South America in August, but then my idea is to go back to Europe again. So we have many nice and big and interesting tournaments coming up in Europe. So that will be some good news in maybe a couple of days again. So you have to wait.
Maybe Sevilla? No, I say like that. Maybe in Spain?
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Close to Sevilla?
Let's see.
Okay,
we have a plan that I want to talk to the team first, of course. And but like I said, there are very interesting tournaments coming up. I can tell you that. And
we have, I think, in few months or 1 or 2 months, maybe if the COVID if it's possible with the COVID, maybe Paraguay, no?
Yes.
Yeah. We have the Paraguay in 1 month, maybe.
Yes, something around. Something around.
But depends a lot of.
It all depends, you know. And this is the difficult thing with having events, is that new rules and restrictions are coming all the time. So it's very difficult.
Yeah, it's changing a lot of time. And we will finish, of course, about a question. You know, I like this question because sometimes I ask you this question and you say, it's coming. The link, the work you have with the ATP. We could, for example, I remember this huge tournament, the ATP of Acapulco.
Yes.
It was with ATP. It was a very good tournament, tennis and paddle together. The same week, and paddle bring a lot of things to tennis, and tennis bring a lot of things to the paddle. So the future maybe is that, no? Do you have few ideas? Few
I don't have a few ideas. I have many ideas.
Many ideas. Okay.
So yes, you're absolutely right. And especially for me, if we go to a country like the US, for example, or Asia, or we go to Australia, sometimes you need the paddle to be connected with tennis. And since I know most of the people in the tennis world, this is definitely an idea that I have. And the good thing is that all the tennis players, they are crazy about paddle. So like you said, I mean, you can gain a lot from each other. So yes, for 2022, you will probably see 2 or 3 events in connection with some tennis events.
Okay, we can't hear more, no? But it's a good information.
Yeah.
Thomas, thank you very
so
much for everything, and
Yeah.
I think many people will appreciate what you say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And good work, because really from Padel Magazine we appreciate a lot all your work, because we know above all in this moment it's not always easy.
No,
Yeah.
it's very difficult, but
Yeah.
I'm happy that you like it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.